Hello. You should look at the camera. Hello. For those that don't know, I'm Lauren.
And I'm Kelly.
And this is the Traveling Turtle. From April 2021 to May of 2022, we've now traveled around the US and visited 40 different states. Between this trip and other trips, that means we've traveled to 45 of the 50 US states. Pretty cool. But starting today, we are embarking on a new adventure. We're excited to announce that in our Traveling Turtle, we're going to attempt to drive the entire Pan American Highway. For those that don't know what that means, let's break it down. The Pan American Highway starts in the northern tip of Alaska in a place called Prudhoe Bay and ends in the southern tip of Argentina in South America. This trip will consist of 14 different countries and it will approximately take at least 2 years. Crazy, right?
Yeah. Here's our approximate schedule. By the time you're watching this video, we will likely have left Washington State and started our trip up in Alaska. We are going to take 6 weeks to go from Washington through Alaska, explore, and then back to the Washington State border. Then we plan on being at the US-Mexican border around October 1st, which means we have a month to go through the United States, do some of our last-minute checks, repairs, make sure that we are completely ready for this next step.
Once we cross into Mexico, we'll travel through Mexico, Guatemala, maybe Belize, Honduras, Nicaragua, Costa Rica, and Panama by the end of February. Essentially 6 countries in 5 months. For those that aren't familiar with the size of these countries in Central America, this is what Guatemala, the largest country in Central America, looks like compared to the US.
We won't go into any of the details on the Darien Gap or South America quite yet, but we do plan on starting to head south around the beginning of March along the west side of the continent.
And our goal is to publish at least 1 video every week or so. That way we can keep our friends and family up to date on our travels, but also share kind of the highlights of these amazing countries.
We also want to answer more questions regarding our truck, our experiences, what works, what hasn't worked, basically all the questions we've been getting this last year. And if anyone has any additional questions, please post a comment below. Lauren will read it and we will answer the questions in our next video.
And then last but not least, we're not going to be YouTube stars or Instagram influencers kind of thing, but we do appreciate when you like or press the subscribe button because it just lets us know that people are watching the video and it continues to motivate us to make more. So we appreciate that. But yeah, thanks for tuning in and we will see you next week on our first update. Bye.